Minnesota. At forward, from Indiana State, 6'9", number 33, Larry Bird.
Well, like any other basketball-playing youngster, Larry Bird dreamed of a career in the NBA. In fact, Bird never thought he could actually play in the NBA until his senior year in college. But now, on the verge of winning his third straight MVP award, well, this is all little beyond belief.
I don't think anybody in the right frame of mind, if they just be honest with themselves, think that they're going to go in the NBA and play basketball. I really didn't think about pro basketball until my senior year. You know, I didn't know what to expect. When I first came to Boston, they had a couple bad years there, and it was sort of rebuilding time. They came in with a new coach, and I didn't know what to expect. All I wanted to do is go out and play every game and play hard and see what happened. My relationship with Red has been, I know what he's thinking, he knows what I'm thinking, so we get along pretty good. I started off my first couple of years still trying to learn the game and learn the city of Boston and see how people react to me and how I was going to react to them. So I think the adjustments come pretty quick, and I'm very happy with the way things turned out in Boston because it's been very easy. All I do is show up, play basketball, and things have been going well on the court, and so everything else takes care of itself.
I know you said you stopped your subscriptions to the local newspapers, but you know, every time you pick up a magazine, there's an article on Larry Bird. The one Sports Illustrated comes to mind. It says living legend. And what can you think when you read an article like that?
Well, they're all the same. You know, basically, if you win a game, somebody's going to be the hero, and somebody loses, somebody's going to be the GOAT. So I really don't buy the papers to read articles about the team because I know exactly what goes on within the team. I know the ins and outs, and some of the reporters think they do, but they really don't. You know, it's a lot of fun sometimes to read the articles and just see what different opinions that people have. But as far as here in Boston, I know exactly what my team is thinking and what they're trying to do, and we get along pretty well, and we try to cover up for each other. So it's been basically pretty easy for everyone.
Do you think the media's treated you pretty fair?
Very fair. I think the media's did a fantastic job with the way that I've conducted myself, sometimes good and sometimes bad, but you know, I make mistakes just like everyone else.
How much longer could you see yourself playing, or would you like to play?
Well, if I, you know, have security, which I think I do have, you know, I can finish this contract out and maybe say goodbye. But you never know what's going to happen. I change my views every year, and you know, I mature a little bit more, and I can't see myself hanging around for 10 or 15 years. But right now, if I had to make the decision, I would say 4 more years. You know, I enjoy the NBA, and you know, my own feelings, I think they can make some adjustments to benefit the fans and the players. I think TV's taken over way too much. I think we schedule our games around TV a lot now, and I think the fans are just sitting there waiting, and if they wait too long, they get out of the habit of yelling and screaming, and I think that takes away from the game of basketball.
Along with the long hours of practice Bird demands of himself, there are many more demands put on number 33. From the media to living up to what people expect off the court as well as on.
People tend to try to criticize everything you do, not just the press, but just the people in public. They don't. I think sometimes they think that you're God and you're supposed to do everything they ask and you're supposed to conduct yourself. Sometimes they tend to forget that you're human beings just like they are. I like to go out and have my fun. I like to do different things. I'm very easy to get along with. You know, I just don't like people hovering around me and standing and gawking. I just like to be out and have fun just like everyone else. And sometimes I think that just the public don't understand that. And it could be a hassle sometimes.
Boston's probably even worse in that fact because they're such a sports-crazy town.
Well, they are in some ways, but they're also very good because they've been around it a lot, and most people tend to stay away. But usually there's 1 or 2 people that like to just hang around, and every time you move, they like to move with you.
Could you ever see yourself settling down here?
You know, when I first come here, I said no way, but every year I tend to stick around a little bit longer. I enjoy to go home because my grandmother's there and she's getting old, my mother's getting older, and my brothers are growing up. I like to hang around them as much as possible, but you know, if my family went back home, there's no question that I'd stay here. Right now, I don't know if I'm going to stay here or go there, but I definitely spend a lot of time in Boston.
When you go home, everybody still give you a hard time, just like you're, you know, going to Spring Valley and not playing for the Celtics?
Well, they're a little different, you know. They're starting to get used to it a little bit more. You know, people tend to show up at my house day and night. It's a steady flow, but it's all the friends that I hung around with, and we have a good time. You know, we sit around in the garage, 10 or 15 of us, and talk, you know, not only basketball, but about everything. We usually meet at the lake and go fishing. You know, we might have 6 or 7 boats of people, and we all fish and have tournaments, or we might meet at the park where we play softball or basketball. And it's a good enjoyment for me to go back home and just be around them people.
I mean, I think I have a great job, but you got to admit you probably have the best job in the world, don't you? I mean,
no question, because last week and during the whole week we was off six days there, and I played 32 minutes in 1 week, so I don't think anybody can beat